The Association for Progressive Communications is an international network of civil society organisations which use information communication technologies to empower and support people working for peace, human rights, development and the protection of the environment. The APC is working for a world in which everyone has equal and affordable access to ICTs to improve their lives, share experiences and to build a just and diverse global community.
APC has always had a very hands-on relationship with information and communications technologies, but also a very hands-on relationship with social justice. And I think the shift has been that when APC was founded, the hands-on approach was at the level of building the network and building the technology and training people in how to use the technology. And as technology has become not as accessible or affordable as it should be, and not universally accessible and affordable, but more affordable, APC's hands-on approach has begun to deal with more of the macro issues, the policy issues and the rights issues. And so there's both continuity in APC's vision and how we work to achieve it, and also a responsiveness and agility, and always trying to look behind the problem, not just addressing the problem of access and use of technology for social justice at face value, but also tackling the policy environments and the attitudes and the assumptions and the rights or lack of rights to use the technology freely once people do have access to it.
APC, founded in 1990, within a year was connecting 3,000 social activists and groups online worldwide. At a time when most non-profits were still marvelling over the fax machine, APC members in Romania, South Africa, Uruguay, to name a few, were providing the first email connections to civil society in their countries. Today, APC members continue to pioneer in the use of ICTs for civil society.
I am honored of being one of the participants in the founding of the Association for Progressive Communications in 1990. And APC is actually a result of the work of several pioneers who were learning about information and communication technologies from the early 80s and training people in those technologies since then. So APC was sort of a product or a result of this work, and so far is still a unique network, and I hope it will continue to do its work in empowering NGOs, empowering people in the use of ICTs for human development.
APC is an international membership-based organisation. Members are a diverse range of ICT groups, from grassroots internet rights campaigners to content developers, computer refurbishers to independent media producers. Our strong mix of southern and northern organisations, of which 60% are from developing countries, and our combined knowledge and experience promoting ICTs at local, national and regional levels makes our network entirely unique.
Look, a major benefit of being involved with the APC is that you're part of a global group. We're all working together in similar areas. We can share knowledge. Much of what we do here in Australia can benefit others overseas, and by the same token, what others overseas have gone through, we're actually able to use here in some of our work. We are able to actually learn from the collective wisdom from this global organisation. So it's a collective, it's a global collective. So it makes a big difference to just being on your own somewhere in the world trying to make a difference.
So how does APC function? Each APC member organisation nominates a representative to APC Council. Council meets face-to-face and defines APC's strategic priorities every 3 to 4 years. The Council elects 8 of their number to the Executive Board. This smaller group works closely with the Executive Director to approve long-term action plans and monitor progress. APC staff, who communicate online on a day-to-day basis, and members work together on projects all over the world. Online working groups from the APC community who share an active interest, such as wireless networking in Latin America, are established as needed. These groups can implement new projects and make, amongst many other things, policy recommendations to APC. A new small grants fund recycles APC membership fees to provide cash for member-to-member collaboration. In short, APC members define the organisation's strategic priorities. APC staff draw up action plans, the executive board monitors how the plans are carried out, and staff and members carry out work in the field. APC is truly a virtual organisation.
Getting to know people is basically very nice, and when you do it virtually, it's challenging. It invites you to write and read much better in whatever language it is that you use to work. Language can be quite a barrier, but at the same time, if you're writing, you have the opportunity to correct yourself better instead of when you're speaking. So I think it's not too bad.
Access to ICTs is not only for the powerful and well organised, it should be available to everyone.
The Communications and Information Policy Programme is part of an attempt by APC to engage with policy issues from a civil society perspective, and to then at national, regional and global levels to advance a civil society perspective on the ICT policy issues of the day. And one of these is the ICT4D focus on how ICTs can contribute to processes of development, and that's something which we have been taking up at a national level with in 6 African countries, and which we're also hoping to extend into South Asia.
Knowledge is only powerful if it is linked to practice and action. APC strengthens local, regional and thematic information communities by creating opportunities for the development and exchange of skills and methodology by producing lasting, shareable tools and resources. APC is building communities of practice that promote the strategic use of ICTs by civil society.
El premio Betinho, además de un reconocimiento importante y una posibilidad de acceder a un financiamiento que era muy necesario, para nosotros significó del darnos cuenta que lo que hacíamos era importante, tenía mucho impacto y que había que trabajar muchísimo para ampliar el alcance, para seguir desarrollando y sobre todo sosteniendo todo esto que tantas posibilidades daba.
The APC WNSP provides support to women networking online for social change and strives to challenge the inequities often faced by women as they adopt electronic technologies. Work areas include training, participatory research, policy and advocacy in gender and information technology, information facilitation and regional program support.
Well, the Women's Program is a network of women, individuals and organizations who work on empowering women in using information technologies for their own work and for their own advocacies in different ways. We have members from many different countries, and the way we work is that we do a lot of training so that women can use technologies well, and so that they can actually also share that knowledge. We also do advocacy around making sure that policies that are being developed in this field has a gender perspective to it, so that women are not left behind, so that women are contribute and participate actively in decision making, and that they are part of technology and they're not just users of technology.
Join the thousands of visitors who visit www.apc.org each month. The sites and our monthly newsletters in English, Spanish and in French are a great source of information about the work of APC, our members and the use of the internet for social justice and sustainable development.